Hello and welcome to this edition of Diaspora Central. I am Gil Ingles, and with me today in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, it is a lady from a Lusophone country. We are talking about Cabo Verde, representing a genre of dance and music that very few know about, which is Batuka. Batukadera, welcome to Diaspora Central.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited and nervous.
Yeah?
Oh, yes.
Don't be nervous, because this should be a very good conversation, and a conversation where we actually get to share a little bit of our Lusophone culture. Of course, I am from Angola. You are from Cabo Verde, so together we are Lusophones, correctly?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about you. Give us a little bit of background by way of Cabo Verde. When did you arrive into the United States, and how did that happen? What actually made you come to the United States?
Well, my name is Tida. I'm known as Batukadera. Good morning again. Excuse me. I guess I am very nervous.
Okay.
But I came to the state when I was 17 in 1995. My mother was already here. Then my brother and my sister came, and then me and my little sister arrived.
Yeah. Now, Tida, or Batukadera, should I say.
Right.
Cabo Verde is one of the countries that actually has more people outside of Cabo Verde than it has inside of the Cabo Verde Islands. Of course, it's a country comprised of several islands also, for people that quite don't know. A very beautiful country, right?
Right.
Now, why would someone leave such a beautiful country?
I mean, it's as me, we left more because our mother was already here.
Okay.
And she sent for us. At the time, obviously, we didn't know anything.
Right.
We just, look at it. We go into the United States, and
Gotcha.
we didn't even bring a briefcase because, we left everything behind.
Yeah.
But it's in Africa, and everybody is looking to do better and to, do what we can outside to bring it into the country to help and make it better.
Yeah.
But at this point, I mean, if I could move back, I would.
Okay.
But
you pretty much settled, right? And that is one of the beautiful things about you, of course, because you are still connected, right, to the country. And of course, I mean, you connected through culture, you connected through fashion, you connected through a lot of things, and that umbilical cord has not really ever been cut.
No. To me, I'm here, but my heart's still there. It's I moved out of Cape Verde, but Cape Verde will never get out of me.
Yeah.
That's everywhere I go, I bring my tradition, I bring my culture.
Okay.
At home, it's, going on all the time. My kids, each one of them knows how to play Batuka, knows how to dance it, because it's in me. So no matter where I go, I bring that with me. To show my culture, my side of what I know.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Cabo Verde, right?
Right.
One of the, I would say, probably the most homogeneous country in Africa. And I say that because it's really one of those countries that entails just about every single culture from the continent, because it was one of those islands that people, that just about during the slave trade, during the trading times, every single country used that place as a stoppage point in order to refuel and supplies and things of that sort. So Cabo Verde has gained a little bit of just about everywhere. I mean, from Africa, India, Europe, America, South America, I mean, whatever, you name it. They got Asia, right? Even China. They have gotten a little bit of everywhere, and all that has really become part of one single culture, which made it very rich. Now, but the Lusophone portion of that culture also ended up really establishing the flow of what, of course, the current government would be and everything else. Do Cape Verdeans in any way or shape feel like they are the richest culture in the continent? This is just a A question to kind of
Why you putting me against the wall? Right now?
kind of putting you on the spot, right?
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes we do need to compliment ourselves, right?
When it comes to culture,
Mm-hmm.
we are very into our culture. I mean, nowadays it seems to be pulling away from it because new generations.
Mm-hmm.
But us, as an adult, when we came in, the way we picked it up is by getting it from our ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it's our job to show to these newcomers coming in, this is what it was, this is what it is. I mean, but at the same time, as they're growing up, they're gonna have their own state of mind. They're gonna decide, if they want to be into rap, into Batuka, kizomba. But we have the mix of everything.
Right.
At this, especially rap Creole is coming up so much right now.
Yeah, in the urban culture.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. So it's kind of like putting down what I grew up with.
Okay.
I grew up where there was no rap. It was purely Batuka
Okay.
and Funana.
Right.
And that's how I grew up.
Right.
So nowadays, if we as an adult, as an older, we don't keep on pushing it and putting it out there, it's not going to happen. It's going to definitely die down.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my part,
There you
my
go.
best, and it starts in my house with my kids.
Okay.
And I bring it to schools. I bring it to the stage everywhere I go. I bring it to small gatherings, just to keep on putting it out there. Because I know one day I'm going to be the one dying down, but I need my culture to stay
Right.
up.
So
know what I mean?
you're making sure that you're passing it on
Right,
to the
right.
next generation, just like it was passed on to you.
Exactly,
Right. And
yes.
then let's touch a little bit on influences. Of course, you come from a big family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is mom's and dad's name?
My mother's name is Maria.
Now on
Maria Landine, but right,
Yeah.
with the right now, with the marriage or whatever, when you come here and all that stuff.
Okay.
Her name is Maria Magnin.
Okay.
My dad's name is João Varela.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And now let's siblings.
I have there's 13 of us.
Oh, wow. Real big family. Okay. Where do you
Yes.
fall on the 13?
I'm the second one.
Okay, you're the second of 13.
Yes.
Okay, so you only have one older sibling. Is it
Yes.
a boy or a girl?
A girl. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so two girls, and then when do the boys come in?
The boys come in at my younger brother is a twin. And
Okay.
after him comes the other ones.
Got you. Okay. So the one that follows you, so a set of twins follows you.
No, my sister and a set of twins.
Oh, okay. So there are three
There's
girls.
three
and
girls and then a boy.
Wow. Now, 13, do you remember the name of all 13?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Can I test you? Can you give us the 13 names?
Yes.
Okay, go on. I just want to hear that one. Let's
Well,
kind of find out what it would sound like
I say
living in a home with 13 children.
Because there's 5 of us from mother and father, and then the other rest is just from my father.
Okay,
But,
which is okay. Okay, so within the household, you guys were 5.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, a lot better. Now I feel much better for your mom because oh man, I could see go through labor 13 times. That's
Oh no.
yeah.
No.
Okay, but
It's
Yeah.
in the process of years, we actually came to find out we had another sister.
Okay.
It's supposedly older than me, but
Oh,
she
okay.
passed away when she was little.
Oh,
so I never got to meet her.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was disappointed with my dad because I was like, yes, I'm the second one, but
Right.
no,
Yeah.
supposedly I'm the third one.
Okay, it's okay on your daddy's side because on your
Right.
mom's side in Cabo Verde is also a matriarch family, right? Because the mothers really are the ones that
Right,
hold down
right.
the family and everything. But let's go ahead and take a very quick break because after all, you do have a lot of content to share with us. So let's take a look at some of these Batuku. We'll be right back, and you are now tuned into Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles, and my guest today is Tida Batukadera. We'll be right back. And we are back. If you've just joined us, you're now tuned into Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles. And my guest today, of course, is this dynamic, big-time mover, shaker, businesswoman, cultural ambassador, Tida Batukadera. Now, Tida,
Yes.
arriving into the United States from Cabo Verde must have been a huge transition, right? What was your port of entry, if you mind me asking? If you don't mind me asking, I should say.
It was hard. It was very, very hard. At 17,
Yeah.
I already practically lived my teenage years. I already knew everything that I knew. It was in Cape Verde.
Right.
Coming here, and the first thing I felt was cold. It was freezing.
You came in the winter?
Yes,
Okay.
and we were in New York.
Yeah.
We were picked up because at the time the Cape Verdean flights come through New York,
Yeah.
and that's the first thing I felt. And
Cold.
yes, I was automatically ready crying. I want to go back. I want to go back. It took me, I say years, not months, not days, years of crying.
Wow.
This one time I remember we went to a school dance and I got home late and
Okay.
my mother said, pack your stuff, you guys are going back home. I was so excited.
Oh, wow.
I packed my stuff, I didn't even sleep. Because I wanted to go back home
Right.
so bad. And by the time it hit 10 o'clock, I'm knocking on her door talking about I'm ready.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not going nowhere.
Oh,
it was
wow.
depressing. It was devastating. But
Yeah.
in high school, through high school, one of our teachers, his name is Mr. Lagrasa, and he literally picked, we had a Cape Verdean class. That's
Okay.
what really helped us here. It's coming in and going straight to high school, but in high school we had Cape Verdean class.
Gotcha.
It wasn't nothing else but Creole.
Okay.
So everybody that was there, you kind of feel homey because you know
you had a little bit of
right. You wasn't
of home
lost.
with you.
You
Now,
know?
what part of the country was that? What state was it in? What state?
I lived in Massachusetts.
In
New Bedford.
Massachusetts, right?
Yes.
That's Cabo Verde too.
Yes, definitely.
kidding.
It's
I'm
to
kidding.
me now looking at it, living out here, I look at it, it's coming from Cape Verde into Cape Verde.
Right.
Because literally the whole community of Cape Verdeans
Right.
is in Boston, Brockton, Pawtucket, New
Yeah.
Bedford.
Yeah.
That's where
The
we
New England.
That's what,
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
where
the
we
New
at.
England region.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So at the same time, I say thank God I was able to expand myself and get out there.
Yeah.
And with my dancing, I got to see America.
Yeah.
And I realized, wait a minute, there's other things to do. There's other places I can go and actually, expand myself
Yeah.
instead of just staying in that same circle, 100% Cape Verdean. But at the same time, I need to step away.
Right.
We literally flew miles and miles away to come into a place that we don't know and we adapt ourselves to it. Why not in the state step out of that bubble and try?
Right, transcend.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you definitely have done that. Now, of course, you mentioned the school teacher that actually taught classes, I guess, in Creole.
Yes.
Was there one specific teacher, or there were several? Is there a name that you can attach to that?
No. There was one teacher.
One teacher
His name
was-
is Mr. Da Graça.
Mr. Grassa.
Mr. Da Graça.
Da Grassa, Mr.
Yes.
Da Grassa. So Mr. Da
Yes.
Grassa was basically the man who made that transition a lot easier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It made it feel good because we go to an English class, we come back, we lost. Especially us, we came, our first period,
Right.
it was literally learning ABC.
Right.
So, and then going into, other classes, we were just sitting there.
Yeah.
We didn't know what's going on.
Gotcha. The
And-
language was the barrier.
Right, and
Yeah.
the only thing that that we really picked up, at least me, it was Spanish because
Okay.
we speak Portuguese, so
Right.
it was right there.
Oh, there you go.
So I had that one person right next to me that speaks Spanish, so whatever was going on, she helped in whatever way she can
Right.
because I understood her, somewhat. And then we go straight to Creole class. When we get to that Creole class, like hallelujah, So
There was the place where you guys actually
Yes, we felt-
got to connect just about everything. And I'm sure that in that class also he probably touched in things
no,
that other
that's
teachers touched on, and he put it all together so that you guys could actually
that's the only reason why
acclimate to
we have the Creole
America.
class. It's so whatever class that we took, say we took English, math, whatever, we come to him, he would explain to us in Creole.
Got you.
To help us, get it.
Right.
If it wasn't that, I believe a lot of us would be definitely lost, depressed, and we would not finish.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Now, for our viewers, many of them don't know, but Creole is the language actually primarily spoken in Cabo Verde, which is a mixture of Portuguese and a native language.
I tell you the truth, I don't even know.
And I think there are bits of French also.
Right.
There's a bit of every language, including Dutch in the Creole that you guys do speak. But it is primarily Portuguese. Dancing. Was there a specific influence in your family, or maybe even in the classroom or at school at some point that kind of got you into
it started back home when I was little. Like I said, that's the way we grew up. When it hits 6 o'clock, the whole neighborhood gets together in one spot.
Right.
And they're playing, the guys playing cards, playing Orinu,
Right.
and women is just literally, they put the clothes inside the plastic bag and put it between their legs. We just played. We just played, and I was so lit. I remember I'm right in the middle doing my dance,
Right.
and then they throw money at me. I was so rich at the time. One of the first time I actually did the actual show, it was a vice president that came into town.
Okay.
It was election time, and they invited me to do a show.
Oh, wow.
That was the most exciting.
So you went straight from like unknown into big time.
Right. And
That's
from there,
a-
it just became, and dancing was everywhere I go. It was
Right.
a normal thing to me. Coming to United States, not having anything to hold on to, and again, Mr. De Graça really helped in that part, because he got us a group together. We started doing shows for the school for the purpose of the culture side of it.
Okay.
And then we group of girls, we picked it up.
Okay.
We made a group called the CV Girls.
Okay, the City Girls. And do you remember the name of the other girls in the group?
Yes, of
Yeah?
course, my
Go ahead.
sisters.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, give us the name.
There was my little sister, Anish.
Okay.
There's we all became sisters until this day. There's Dana, we call her Denise, we call her Dana. There's Diva, they're sisters. There's two sisters too. And there's one of my girls, she's from Senegal.
Okay.
Her name is Manu.
Okay.
Emanuela, we call her Manu.
Yeah.
And there was 2 other girls, but they wasn't there for that long. But besides that, we stick together.
There
we
you go.
stood in the same. We actually still dance.
Yeah.
As old as we are, we looked at it.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I mean, it's part of your mission. It's part of who you are,
right.
right? It's part of that legacy that you
Exactly.
guys have actually left. And we're gonna take a very quick break so that we can take a little bit, take another look at a little bit of Batuka, because that traditional form is actually being lost in Africa. With the actual drum is played as people are playing,
Right,
and nothing
right.
but the drum and the waist lines moving. And maybe you can give us a bit of an instruction on this video so we can see if our viewers can do this kind of dance. Can we do that?
yes, sir.
All right, so let's take a very quick break and we'll be right back. You are currently tuned to Diaspora Central Spotlight with Gil Ingles, and my guest today is Batukadera, Tida Batukadera. We'll be right back. And we are back. If you have just joined us, you're now tuned into Diaspora Central Spotlight. And my guest today is the Batukadera, Tida. From Cabo Verde, of course, sharing a little bit of Batuku, a genre of music from Africa that is actually being lost, but it's very healthy. It's actually exciting. It's very I guess, feminine also. And I guess help us understand what some of the benefits of Batuku when it comes to not only health but even femininity. What are some of those benefits?
Batuku, that I know of, at least that's what they say. It was prohibited on slavery days.
Oh wow!
So it's literally a form of communication in the field between slaves.
Okay.
And it was prohibited because it's especially because it's literally a dance of a waist. Like, it's just a movement on the waist, and it's they look at it was too sexual.
Okay.
So it was prohibited. The women could not dance at the time, but as time goes by, that I remember, I am glad they did not, let it die. They did not let it go. They keep on doing what they had to do to get it out there. And it's a way of telling stories.
Yeah.
It's literally, you can pick anything out of nothing and make it into Batuk.
Yeah.
Because Batuk itself is actually the playing and the singing, the story.
Right.
Batukadera is the dancers.
Right. Because the main instrument in it is actually the batuk, which is the drum.
Yes.
Right.
There's batuku, like the regular playing.
Right.
And there's chabata.
Chabata. Okay.
Yes. So there's two forms into it.
Got you.
But like I said, I am so glad I'm the one that's in it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? It's so funny because when you start talking about it, it's like you just light up. It just becomes, it really becomes you. And that's exciting just even to hear you talking about it. Because you also play.
Yes.
And you teach and you taught not only your daughters, also your younger, all your children, they learn how to play, right?
Yes,
so you have that play time at home in which you guys got to do the cultural thing.
We do. And my thing is, as a parent, I feel like it's my responsibility to, even though all my kids were born here, but they know the language, they know the culture.
So they'll speak Creole.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Even from my 5-year-old to my 23-year-old, each one of them. So
hold on, 5 to 20. You have a 5-year-old and a 23-year-old. Okay.
Well, it's 23, 19, 10, and 5.
Oh, okay. So they're not 13. There are not 13 in there.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm kidding. I'm just poking fun. Just having a ball. Yeah. So 4.
Yes.
Still big mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I tell, even as because I'm a driving instructor.
Okay.
Even with my students, even with my adults in the car, I tell them the same thing. One of the first thing I ask them, where you from?
Right.
Do you speak the language? Do you know anything about your culture? They'll say, oh, my parents talk, but they don't talk enough for us to understand in order to pick it up.
Yeah.
And I straight up tell them, you're old enough to pick up on your own now.
Right.
You need to know your culture. You need to know your tradition, especially your language.
Yeah.
So I really believe that's the only way for us to bring what we have, what we can offer to our children. As they get older, that's their decision. If they decide, they want to, separate from that.
Yeah.
Because obviously being born here, they have that choice. But at the same time, every year I take them back.
Right.
And I don't take them back for 2 days, 3 weeks. What I do 2 months to 3 months, I need you to feel it.
There you go.
I don't stay in Praia because Praia is literally the city itself. It's like we still in the state. Everything's going on.
Yeah, it's
so I bring them to the interior.
Yeah. It's very
Where
westernized.
you have to literally go to the field early in the morning and go pick your food. You have to literally fight for, to get to the restroom.
There you
You're
go.
still cooking on the floor with 3 rocks.
Oh, yeah. The way you got to put the wood in between.
I need them to understand you're lucky.
Yeah.
I need them to know.
Appreciate
your backpack that you use. You think in 3 months you need to change to a new one.
Right.
The kids back home is using a plastic bag or they taking the books in their hands.
Yeah.
So all that it's very important to me as a mother, as an African, for my children to know. Even though you were born here, this is where your line of ancestors came from.
Right.
So that's what I do.
Yeah.
And
No, and you're doing it well. Trust you and me. If you're going from 5 to 23, that means that you done something right, because and you're looking at
Yes,
you're looking
yes.
at 4. You're looking at 4, so you definitely experience. Now, question: any more coming?
No.
I'm
At
just
44, I'm good.
I am
No.
just kidding. I'm just poking
God
fun.
bless me with 2
Yeah.
girls and 2 boys, and said, that's
Yeah.
it for you. You're good.
Right,
I
yeah.
love big family, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I love the fact that I have all the sisters and brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't feel as a mother you
Right.
should have one child,
Indeed.
at least 2, because you need the company itself.
Right.
But God bless me with 4, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely rich.
No, you're definitely
Yes,
blessed, and
yes.
not only that, you had the opportunity of passing the legacy of art and culture
Right.
onto them, and now you're doing it, and you have been doing it for quite a while. I mean,
Yes.
come on, your first gig is right for the vice president of the country. Now in America, of course, you're also doing the same thing, and here in Houston, you also have initiatives that you are starting to
Definitely,
put together
yes,
to get together. And if people need to get in touch with Batukadera, how would they do it?
They can find me on
Social media?
Facebook. Yes,
yeah?
yes. They
Social
go
media?
to Batuka, definitely.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That's it.
They can find me on Instagram, Prata Cabelo Vejo.
Yeah.
Or just by contacting me, and
There you go.
I definitely, that's one of my dreams, one of my things here. It's put the culture out there.
Yeah.
So by starting, open up a class or anything, or doing online.
Yeah.
Whatever I can to, which Texas is one of the first state that I came to when I started dancing.
Oh, wow.
They had an accordion festival.
That's right. Now, talking about an accordion, Cabo Verde also is the home of, Ferro Gaita,
Yeah, Ferro.
right?
It's called Ferro.
Gaita Ferro or Ferro Gaita?
Ferro Gaita.
Ferro Gaita.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ferro is
Right.
the
rod.
The rod, yes,
Right.
it's played with knife.
Yeah, and
Gaita is
it's
the accordion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
My uncle João Cirilo, he's one of those that from high school
Yeah.
he picked me up right away.
Yeah. And got you
he's,
doing it.
He's the biggest that I know in culture itself.
Yeah.
Especially, he's one of those that he don't care if you have the drums, you have the electricity, anything. He just get his
He makes
accordion.
music.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he got invited for accordion festival. That's how I actually came to Texas the first time.
Oh, wow. Wow. And today you have had the opportunity of sharing the stage with singers like Lura. That's actually the first time we met was Lura, Susana
Yes,
Lubrano,
yes.
right? Maria Barros. You're definitely a pillar and a representative of Cabo Verde, especially when it comes to culture here in the United States. Tida,
Yes.
welcome to Texas. Thank you
you.
for joining us here at
Thank you
Diaspora
for having
Central.
me.
Yeah, consider this home. Anything that you need, remember, you can always stop by here,
Thank
and
you
we'll
so much
definitely
for
assist
your
you to
time.
help
We
make.
appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much. And for all those of you that have actually taken time to listen to this interview, we appreciate your time. And remember one thing: search your inner self, find yourself, and remember, if it is your culture, own it. Until next time, peace.